Hey everyone, this is mapping devlog number 2 for Acadia. So today we are having a quick look at the progress for the mission onto the terrain and land erosion. For the past week I've been having a bit of a look into the mission and figuring out how to spawn my player on the ground and walk around. I've spent maybe 3 hours watching tutorials and every single time I try load in it crashes. So I go back and do it again and again. And well, what do you know, it crashes and crashes. The most far I got was spawning in once on the ground, stable, and then I pressed the W key and it crashed on me. So I ended up moving on to a different task so I didn't spend all my time on that with no progress. Through this phase of looking and working on the terrain, I focused mainly on erosion and how the explosion in the north affects the land. How it basically has refreshed the land in the southern part where the explosion had smaller effect on the forests. Kind of like how backburning works. Burning a land always brings back a more lush forests, so that's what we are aiming for. But do keep in mind, it's only been a few years since the explosion in the north, and Acadia's forests are more than 12,000 years old. Now there is that detail of how I'm creating the erosion from the explosion, but if we look at the actual building of the land and environment, you can actually see that I've been creating custom generators and not using the ones that are prefabs. I wanted to make it truly unique. Sure, some of the forests are prefabs in the south, but the badlands, the stained lands, I want completely custom. Moving on to player perspective in the stained lands, I made it so there wasn't one angle where you can have cover the whole time. Every single angle is open, and there's also nowhere on the hills behind the Badlands for snipers to hide away. The Badlands are open, they are deadly, it is risk for reward.